Hey guys, this is Peter Samuel. I'm just going to give a quick Google Drive sharing tutorial. Right now, this is just really the basics of how to share a file using Google Drive or it all depends. I mean, it doesn't. So, excuse me. It doesn't depend on what type of document you're sharing. Sharing is consistent across the board for all Google applications and files. So without further ado, let's go ahead and navigate to our first page, and that's going to be Google Contacts. So type in contacts.google.com, and let's see here. Got to log in real quick. Okay. So, in the previous video about how to use Google Contacts, I showed you guys how to make contacts and all the nitty-gritty details about groups. So, as you can see here, I have an IB-Geo group. For instance, if I had an IB Geometry class, I would have 7 students, 2 of them in period 1, small classes, and 2 of them in period, or 5 of them, excuse me, in period 2. And then other contacts, I added myself. So that was cool. So this is the layout of Google Contacts. I just wanted to kind of rerun through that, brush up on it, so no one seemed to be confused and that we're all on the same page. If you're confused about anything, please watch my Google Contacts video in order to clarify. Now I'm going to go to Google Drive. So there's Google Drive, and let's say I want to share my AP Calculus midterm review with the geometry students because calculus is better than geometry. No, not really, but I'm trying to think of a reason, but I can't find one. So I can share it with period 2 and period 1, or I can just share it with everyone that's an IB Geo, and I will get the same results no matter what. So that's how groups work. You have to type in the group name, and as soon as the group name comes up, you click the group, and everybody appears in the invite people box. Actually, this is huge. You set up a group once, you type in the name once, and you click on it, all of the emails pop in at the same time, and that will save you a lot of time. So, oh yeah, with sharing, you can notify people via email, and then you can add your own custom message. You can send a copy to yourself, and you can paste this item into the email, which means if I'm sending this AP Calculus midterm review sheet, it will automatically be in the email, so people can also have it for reference. So that's an actual file. So it doesn't matter if you're doing, Google presentation. That won't make a difference either. It's the same exact layout for share settings. But I did want to touch on the folders real quick. You select the folder, you go to More, you hit Share, and you hit Share again with a dot dot dot, and IBGO. Yeah, there you go. So I shared it with everyone IBGO potentially. I can send a copy to myself. With folders, you can't exactly copy them into the email because they're a little too big sometimes and you don't know what the contents are. So, that is how you share folders and files, and I think that's about it. If you want to alter your groups, you always come to contacts to deal with that. You can alter your contacts however you'd want. And once again, one of the tips that I said in the Google Contacts video was that if you set up an Excel document or even here, I'll show you something really cool. If you start up a Google spreadsheet and say you really do have an IB Geometry period 1 class and you're just getting emails. So you set up that spreadsheet, emails, let's say student name and email. So right off the bat, you can extend the column width a little bit, center it up. That's just how I would personally do it. And then, students 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and they put in their name and everything. But the best way, sorry, I was jumping ahead a little bit, to share this is to no longer make it private, but to make it with anyone with the link can edit. And you hit save, and you take this link, and You can put it up on the board as is, or you can go to a website like tinyurl.com and you can shorten the link, and your tiny URL is this. So all you have to do is tell your kids to type in tinyurl.com and then PAPOG6A. So tinyurl.com slash PAPOG6A. When I hit it, it takes me right to IB Geometry Period 1, and I can already see that Peter Samuel is viewing this, but the only problem is I'm now going to go back and view it as Peter Samuel. The other viewer, oh, well, I'm logged in, but most of the time it's anonymous with this function because people don't have to sign in. They're not required to sign in, so you won't be able to really track who exactly does this. Who's adding and making changes to the documents, but I think that's just a small price you have to pay to first get the emails, or you can have them write them down. I mean, there are many ways you can go about doing this. For students, you can get your friends to text you your email, however you want them to get their email addresses, and then you can make a contact list and make members in the contact list. So I've personally found this very useful. I've used it in the IB world as well as my Model United Nations Club, and it's worked very well. So I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this, and I hope it helps. Thanks, guys.